Pitcairn Island, a tiny volcanic speck in the South Pacific, is a place that few people have ever seen, let alone visited. It's one of the most remote places on Earth, surrounded by endless blue, with nothing but ocean for thousands of miles in every direction. Technically, it's a British overseas territory, but in reality, it feels like a world apart, untouched by time, and almost forgotten by the outside world. Imagine being surrounded by thousands of miles of open ocean, with the nearest inhabited island over 300 miles away. This is extreme isolation, on a scale that's hard to comprehend. With a population of about 50, Pitcairn is the least populated national jurisdiction in the world. The entire community is smaller than most school classes. In fact, your entire country could fit into a single bus, and there would still be empty seats left over. Life here is shaped by this remoteness. Every meal, every supply, every relationship is influenced by the island's isolation. Even the simplest things, like fresh fruit or a new book, become rare treasures. There's no anonymity. Everyone knows everyone, and every triumph or struggle is shared. Birthdays, hardships, and celebrations are all community events. The isolation is both a blessing and a burden. It offers peace and quiet, but also a sense of being cut off from the rest of the world. On one hand, you get untouched nature, brilliant blue ocean, and skies full of stars. The beauty here is raw and unspoiled, a paradise for those who love solitude. You live by the sun and tides, breathing clean air, far from the chaos of modern life. There are no traffic jams, no crowds, and no noise, just the rhythm of nature. But when things go wrong, help is days or even weeks away. Storms can cut the island off completely, and there's no hospital or emergency services nearby. A medical emergency can quickly become life or death, with only basic care available and evacuation a distant hope. The supply ship is your lifeline. If it's delayed by weather or mechanical issues, you simply have to make do with what you have. Life here means planning, rationing, and hoping for the best. Every household keeps careful track of supplies, and nothing is wasted. It's a paradise with a sharp edge, where survival is a daily reality, and nature's beauty is matched by its challenges. The community is tight-knit, resilient, and resourceful. Islanders rely on each other for everything, from repairs to celebrations. Living here is a true test of the human spirit. It takes courage, adaptability, and a deep love for the island to stay. It's not for everyone, but for those who stay, it's home, a place where every face is familiar, and every day is shaped by the sea. Pitcairn is a place where the modern world feels very far away. Internet is slow and technology is often outdated, but life moves at its own pace. And that's exactly how the islanders like it, embracing the peace, the challenges, and the unique beauty of the world's loneliest island. Getting to Pitcairn is an adventure in itself, a journey that few attempt, and even fewer complete. It's not just a trip, it's a test of patience, determination, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. There are no airports, no runways, no easy way in. The island's isolation is absolute, surrounded by thousands of kilometers of open ocean. First, you fly to Tahiti, a tropical paradise that feels like the edge of civilization itself. Then, you board a much smaller plane to Mangareva, a remote island in French Polynesia, the end of the line for air travel, and the last glimpse of regular life. From there, it's a 32-hour sea voyage on the MV Silver Supporter, a supply ship that braves the vast Pacific. This is no cruise, just you, the crew, and endless ocean. The days and nights blur together as you cross the waves, far from any land. When Pitcairn finally appears on the horizon, it feels like discovering a lost world, an island shrouded in mystery and legend. The island has no harbor. Ships anchor offshore in Bounty Bay, where the sea can be unpredictable and wild. Islanders transfer people and cargo to shore in longboats, expertly riding the waves to a tiny jetty. It's a skill passed down through generations. Your first steps on Pitcairn feel like a real achievement, a moment you'll never forget after days of travel. The island is rugged, steep hills, deep valleys, and dramatic cliffs carved by centuries of wind and waves. Adamstown, the only settlement, sits on a plateau above the bay, its handful of homes clustered together against the elements. Dirt roads and quad bikes are the main way to get around, winding through the wild heart of the island. The landscape is wild, green, and untamed. Nature dominates here, and every path feels like an adventure. The cliffs drop straight into the churning sea, where waves crash relentlessly against the rocks below. It's exactly the kind of place where a survival story would unfold, remote, dramatic, and full of secrets. The journey is a rite of passage, proof you've reached the edge of the world, and a story you'll tell for the rest of your life. And for most, it's unforgettable, a rare adventure that leaves you changed, with memories that last forever. Pitcairn's story begins with the legendary mutiny on the Bounty in 1789. Fletcher Christian and his fellow mutineers, fleeing British justice, needed a place to disappear. They found Pitcairn, uninhabited, fertile, and hidden by a cartographic error. In 1790, 9 mutineers, and a group of Tahitian men and women, landed, then burned the Bounty to cut off escape. The early years were violent. Conflict over land, resources, and relationships left only one mutineer, John Adams, alive. Adams, with the surviving women and children, turned to the ship's Bible and built a new, peaceful community. His leadership shaped the island's culture for generations. Pitcairn's people are descendants of mutineers and Polynesians. A unique blend forged in isolation. The legacy of mutiny, survival, and reinvention still defines the island today. Every family traces its roots to that desperate act. The past is never far away on Pitcairn. It's a living history written into the land and the people. Life on Pitcairn is simple, practical, and shaped by necessity. Homes are built by hand, gardens are essential, and quad bikes buzz along dirt tracks. Satellite internet connects residents to the outside world, but it's slow and expensive. Communication is mostly by radio, quick, reliable, and community-wide. Healthcare is basic. A small clinic, a nurse, and visiting doctors. Serious emergencies mean a long, risky evacuation by sea and air. Food comes from gardens and the sea. Bananas, sweet potatoes, fresh fish. Staples like flour and rice arrive on the supply ship. When the ship comes, everyone helps unload. It's a community event. Self-sufficiency is a necessity and a point of pride. Every day is about making do, helping each other, and adapting to what the island provides. Life is hard, but it's also close-knit and deeply connected to nature. On Pitcairn, survival is a shared effort. On Pitcairn, work is about survival and community, not just a paycheck. Tourism is vital. Adventurous visitors stay in homestays, guided by locals. Islanders sell honey, famous for its purity, and collectible postage stamps. These small enterprises keep the economy afloat. Much of the work is unpaid. Everyone pitches in when the supply ship arrives or repairs are needed. Community spirit is essential. You help your neighbor because you'll need their help too. Many hold part-time government roles: police, postmaster, radio operator, often wearing several hats. Flexibility and teamwork keep the island running. Everyone is a jack of all trades. The line between work and life is blurred. Everything is about keeping the community going. On Pitcairn, your contribution matters. Survival depends on everyone pulling their weight. Entertainment on Pitcairn is all about community and creativity. Birthdays and public dinners bring everyone together for feasts and conversation. The island's wild landscape is a playground, hiking, fishing, and exploring historic sites. Bounty Day, the anniversary of the ship's burning, is the biggest celebration, complete with a fiery reenactment. Islanders are skilled artisans, making crafts and carvings for fun and for sale. Evenings are quiet, family time, hobbies, or a drink at the clubhouse. With no outside distractions, people make their own fun. Shared experiences are essential for morale. The community is the heart of island life. On Pitcairn, fun is what you make it. Life on Pitcairn is tough. The tiny population means a limited gene pool and a heavy workload for everyone. Privacy is scarce. Everyone knows your business. Supplies depend on a quarterly ship. Delays mean rationing and anxiety. Education is limited. After age 14, kids must leave for school abroad, often never returning. The island needs new residents, but few are willing to take on the challenge. Burnout and tension are real risks in such a small, close-knit group. The isolation that protects the community also threatens its future. Pitcairn's survival is always uncertain. Ask an islander if Pitcairn is paradise, and you'll get mixed answers. The question itself sparks debate, and the responses reveal the island's many layers. For some, it's freedom, peace, and a deep connection to nature and community. The slow pace of life, the sound of the ocean, and the sense of belonging can feel like a rare gift in today's world. For others, especially the young, it's limiting. Few opportunities, little privacy, and a sense of being left behind. The isolation can weigh heavily, and dreams often stretch far beyond the island's shores. The island's dark chapter, child abuse scandals in the 2000s, left deep scars and shattered its idyllic image. The world's gaze brought shame, and trust was broken in ways that still echo today. Healing is ongoing, and the past is never forgotten. The community works to rebuild, supporting each other through shared pain and hope for a better future. Visitors are often awed by the beauty and hospitality, but they don't face the daily challenges. The struggles of island life are hidden behind the postcard views. Former residents sometimes call it a beautiful prison. The ocean that surrounds Pitcairn is both a breathtaking boundary and a barrier to the wider world. The truth is complex. Pitcairn is many things to many people. It's a place where joy and hardship are woven together in daily life. It's a place of contradictions, stunning and stifling, free and confining. The weather can change in an instant, just like the mood of the island itself. The island's story is one of resilience, but also of struggle. Every day brings new challenges, but also moments of pride and accomplishment. Paradise and hardship exist side by side. The beauty of the land is matched by the toughness of the people who call it home. For those who stay, it's home, with all its flaws and wonders. The bonds of family and tradition run deep, anchoring people to this remote place. Pitcairn is not just a place, it's a test of what you value most. It asks you to weigh comfort against adventure, and belonging against longing, and that's what makes it unforgettable. A paradise for some, a challenge for others, but always a place like no other on Earth. So, is Pitcairn paradise or nightmare? The answer is both, and neither. It's a place of beauty and hardship, freedom and limitation. For some, it's the ultimate escape, for others, a cage. The islanders endure, shaped by history, community, and resilience. Pitcairn is a mirror reflecting what you value most. For those who call it home, it's a tough, challenging, but proud existence. The spirit of survival lives on. In the end, Pitcairn is simply home.